Okay. KTT, new episode once every 2 weeks. This is episode 38, I believe. This is episode 38, I believe. I am Drift. Forgive the brain fog. I am Drift. I'm joined by my co-host.
It's BlackStarXero. Just call me Zero.
That's the energy we have. That's the energy we manifesting this time round for the pod. So, for the people that are watching me via TikTok, you can tell by the hat. You feel me? We're going to be talking about some One Piece. You feel me?
Piece, yeah.
One Piece, one park. You get me? And then we're going to do the second half by talking about some boruto TBV. You get me? Hot on the press, can't lie. Get me? Hot on the press, can't lie. Anywho, so One Piece, 1152, I believe. Yeah.
Yep.
I do believe it's 1152. So, what are we thinking about Harold? How we feeling? What are you thinking?
Harold, what? So has my initial thoughts on Harold changed? Yes.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, like, so initially I did thought he was like willingly bending the knee because it was maybe like an evil giant. Could have been strong armed by the world government into working with them. Hey, do what we say. I'm gonna burn down elbaph.
Word.
But now with the new chapter, we get to see it wasn't like that. And I'm kind of surprised the idea didn't come to me before. Once we saw what happened with Gunko, and then once we saw what happened with like what's the next studio name? Dorian Brogy.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yes, and once we saw what Emu did to Dorian Brogy, I'm kind of surprised that they didn't pop in. It's like, what if they kind of forced this transformation, this change on Harold as well? So yeah, definitely my opinion's changed on him. Yeah, my thoughts on the matter have changed. So it's clear it wasn't willing, at least not seemingly willing. You understand?
In regards to Harold working with
the world government, with the Goro say, with Emu, that not willing, or at least not entirely.
Okay.
He could have been working with them up to a point, outlive the usefulness, and then decide, you know what, we're just gonna like make you do what we say now.
I mean, I do find it confusing, right? Like that it does kind of imply that he was in cahoots with them via obviously some of the comments that are made in like other chapters by Shamrock and what's man's name, Summers. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And you combine that with 1152 and some of the things you're seeing, it does confuse me as to why it would imply so heavily that he was seemingly working in cahoots with the government.
Right.
Even though one of the character traits about him that we found out very early on was that he snapped off his own horns like in rebellion of being like the ancient giants, and you know what I'm saying, being the traditional warriors and like all of that shit. You feel me? So I'm like, if you snap off your own horns to do that, to like reject that type of ideology, why would you then fall in league with the fucking world government, and in specifically Emu, who has made like very vocal comments about what he wants or they want, you know what I'm saying, easy, or about what they want for their plans with elbaph, you know what I'm saying, literally to turn the entire nation into just like a mercenary group. You feel me? Like that is the working idea that Emu wants. So I'm like, if you are working with the world government and by extension Emu, you know what I'm saying, the whole snapping off of the horns to reject like the warrior culture of ancient giants, kind of a confusing concept, no?
It is, but then we also have the weird flashback that we're getting now, so we probably learn more about why that decision was made. But apparently it was a piece, it was scum.
I ain't gonna
in
lie.
their own words, it was scum at the end. So.
Like real shit. I mean, I've seen a couple of the panels, but it really is like fucking OG Loki. You know what I'm saying? Like it's very like a 1-to-1. You feel me? Like very similar energy. You feel me? Like very fucking like violent, very like non-caring. You feel me? Like and this nigga in particular was stoked off the fact that he is king. You know what I'm saying? So like in the flashback, he's very in like he very much makes use of the fact that
young
he's
and
the
brash,
king.
yeah.
Very that's how I describe it. Young and brash. You feel me?
So he's now hunting down some princess on some island. Is that Hyarjidin's mom?
I have no idea. I mean, that's kind of the working idea. You feel me? Because some people, I've seen man say it online as well, they do kind of believe that this might be detailing how we get around to Hyarjidin's Marge. You know what I'm saying? And by Marge, I mean mother. You feel me? This might be detailing how we meet Hyarjidin's mother. You get me?
Right.
Because up to now, she has been somewhat significant in the background. You know what I'm saying? Not massively, but in the background.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel like this might be explaining that. My question is this though, yeah? How in tune are you for like with a flashback about Harold right now in like the current events? And by how in tune are you, I mean like, do you feel like right now I need a Harold flashback in particular?
It's not wasted, right? And why I say it not, if you didn't give me the panel of him in the castle, you could have probably made that case. Like a week ago, you could have probably made that case.
Yeah.
You understand? But now that we got to see him like shanked up kind of need to kind of understand who
the
that
intrigue.
was.
The intrigue.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, the intrigue kind of went up a bit. Like now there's like, okay, so we go from hearing about him to now officially seeing the death in some some
capacity,
format. And now we get a flashback, kind of explaining who the person was. So who was he? Is he a tyrant? Is he a benevolent leader?
And to that point, don't get me wrong, it is to their credit. You know what I'm saying? Like this flashback and some of the information surrounding Harold does make him like way more interesting of a character. You feel me? I can't lie.
Yeah, Odin, but
yeah, I mean he's not Odin. You feel me?
Yeah,
but way more of an interesting character than I initially thought he would be coming into the arc. You feel me? My second question would be then, how long are you comfortable with spending in this flashback in terms of chapters? The good questions, you feel me?
No, bro, all right, cool.
The good questions,
so,
you feel me? The good questions. Because
sure,
I'm down for a flashback.
Sure.
I'm with the flashback. You know what I'm saying? I'm with the flashback, but 5 chapters on a flashback?
2 weeks, maybe.
And keep in mind how long...
Exactly. We get weird breaks in between as well. So I'm like, that's what I'm saying. And now we just have Luffy and not Luffy, not even Luffy yet, because he's not moving yet. Sanji and Zoro heading up to like, the tree where the main conflict's happening. So we're finally about to get like some decent action on our side, not taking absolute L's.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
We're finally about to see some like real nigga action. And now we're getting a horror flashback. You understand?
That's what I'm saying.
And that's kind of the problem with elbaph. I don't know. I feel like you're still in that first arc. You're not even at the like, we've gone over the first arc, we're not in the little piece. No, we're still just on that weird hill.
So would you say everything happening with Gonko and Emu and the fucking like
bro, that's still act
all
one.
of that?
We're going off one. All that shit's still act one.
Pre-climax, yeah?
Bro, still act one.
Pre-roof piece, yeah? So still pre-roof piece, yeah?
Way before
Say less.
You know what I'm saying?
Say less.
Bro.
I hear it. I mean, don't get me wrong, I respect it. You get me?
Udon ain't happened yet.
Like, I respect it. That's actually what you call a full-bodied ass fucking chapter. You get me? Well, not a full-bodied chapter, a full-bodied arc. You feel me? But that's why some of these questions are the questions that I have, because it's like, alright, gang, cool. Am I anti a fucking Harold flashback? Fuck no. You know what I'm saying? I love world building. I love character development. I love intrigue. You feel me? So I'm with all of that. And it's a character that's pertinent.
Intrigue. You love intrigue. No. Yo, you just manifested emu in somebody's body.
Okay. And
man said intrigue.
And that's what I'm saying. I'm like,
you just announced that the whole land is on fire. What are we doing?
And that's why I asked. I was like, cuz, don't get me wrong. Am I anti
I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Bro, intrigue. There's so much interesting shit happening over there already, bro. How you going to talk to Harold?
But that's what I'm saying. And that's what I'm saying. So that's why I asked the question. I'm like, so how comfortable are you with a Harold flashback right now?
It's here now. I'm not going to, bro, it's here now.
I mean, it's here now, but how do you feel about it? That's what I'm saying. Like, that's kind of why I asked the question.
I still say it wasn't wasted, right? Again, so how comfortable it is right now, I'm fine.
Yeah,
it's here, fine.
Yeah. Okay, cool. It's here is one thing. It's not wasted is one thing, but it does sound like a nigga could do with more action outside of what we're seeing right now.
Absolutely.
So that's why I was asking the question. You feel me? I'm like, how cool
could I do some like other shit? Sure. You know what I'm saying? Like some proper decent fight? Sure.
That's all I was getting at. You feel me? Because if I'm gonna keep it a fucking being with you, not gonna lie, am I anti-Harold flashback? Fuck no. You feel me? Would I like that Harold flashback right now, fresh off the last couple chapters that we got? Probably not. You feel me? I'm not gonna lie to you. Is it wasted? No, I agree with you there. But in comparison to what I would have liked to have gotten for like maybe the next 3 chapters, I would have liked it to have stayed very much on this fucking battlefield. You know what I'm saying? Like on this whole Gonko and its army. You know what I'm saying? I would have liked to see more of that. You know what I'm saying? And then no, full stop. We're in flashback land now. You feel me? And it's fucking One Piece, my nigga. I don't know how long flashback land is gonna take. You feel me? I don't know how long we're gonna be in this flashback. I hope it's not a super long one.
How long was Odin's one?
Nigga, man said Odin. Try to remember fucking Kuma's on Egghead.
Nah, well, Kuma's Kuma, bro. I'm talking about.
I rock with Kuma, but I'm talking about cause there was real shit popping off on Egghead, and then Kuma flashback.
Yeah.
For time. You feel me? Not like an insane long while, but it's like shit was popping off that Kuma flashback.
That was what? Like, what? Probably 3 weeks to a month tops.
And again, cool, nigga. That's 3 weeks to a month. You feel me? So I'm like, calm. That was Egghead. This is elbaph. The shit that we're seeing now, I would prefer to see more of it before we head into flashback land. You feel me?
Because what's the longest flashback?
Bro, if I had to sit here and think about it, yeah? If I had to really sit here and think about it, there's probably a couple of man that you could draw for. You know what I'm saying? There's probably a couple of man that you could draw for like just long flashbacks mid some important shit. You feel me?
Mhm.
And I can't lie, it's not like all of them are bad. Like Kuma's on Egghead, good. You feel me? Harold's here, good. It's just I would have preferred to see a bit more action before I got them. You feel me?
Mhm.
Not mad at the world building. Not mad at the world building. You feel me? Makes Harold way more of an interesting character with that shit, on the pulse of that shit. You feel me? But I would have liked to have seen a bit more of the fucking shenanigans happening outside the flashback.
Bro, I already said the library's burning, innit? So elbaph is like rapidly losing
Yeah.
interest on me. And I'm
For
sorry.
me, a nigga like me, I'm not gonna lie, it's the opposite. I'm like, so we got demon giants now? I'm like, all right, cool. Because I am genuinely confused. Well, not confused, I'm genuinely curious to see how niggas gonna box back. Because really and truly, it's really the Straw Hats versus that entire army.
Basically.
You feel me? It's really just 7 niggas about. You know what
Man
I'm
said
saying?
7. It's 3. 4 if you want to count Loki.
I'm gonna call them the Straw Hats. You feel me? So wherever you are on the island, this shit is kind of gonna involve you. You feel me? Wherever the fuck you be on the island.
Honorary Straw
Yeah,
Hats,
bro. Man, I'm not talking about honorary Straw Hats. I'm talking about the set.
I mean, obviously it's not,
about the
it's
set,
not
you
going
feel
to
me?
be just them. You
Like,
understand?
I'm
Shanks
talking
going to pull
about
up
the
to
set.
back the beef.
Me, I can't say that verbatim.
Why not?
I can't. That Shanks is gonna pull up and back the beef. I ain't seen Shanks do too much outside of fucking kid. You know what I'm saying? Slept kid and put a fucking stop to Marineford. Real nigga shit. Can't lie. Done more than Dragon.
Wi-Fi
You feel me?
fucking talk to what's his name? Green Bull.
Wi-Fi fucking facts, bro.
Bro,
You know what I'm saying?
man, Wi-Fi
Just
bullied Green Bull. What we
Wi-Fi-
saying?
Wi-Fi fucking intimidated Green Bull. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, it's not like Shanks ain't gonna do shit. It's just, can I say with any definitive certainty that he gonna pull up and help the Straw Hats now in this event? I don't fucking know. But what I can say is, boy, it's really whoever the fuck is on the island. So wherever you are on the island, it involves you if you're a Straw Hat. And good luck to you niggas. I ain't gonna hold you. Good luck to you niggas. I'm not gonna lie, because this is really some insurmountable odds looking shit. Like, shit is actually kind of crazy. When you really look at like the army that Gonko has, I keep saying Gonko. When I say Gonko, I mean
Gonmu.
Yeah, Gonmu. You know what I'm saying? When you look at the fucking army, yeah, that Gonmu has, my nigga, yeah, it don't look like a gang of fucking niggas that can't do shit. You know what I'm saying? And then at the helm of it is Gonmu. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
That's the problem, nigga. I'm not gonna hold you. Gonmu by itself would have been a problem in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Gonmu rocking up and converting Dory and Brogy alone,
Yeah.
right? Alongside the Gods Knights would still prove to
Alongside the original Dreamscape nonsense,
Yeah.
which can seemingly fix themselves, so you can't even really damage
be
them.
he can resurrect them. Killingham can resurrect them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, gang, I'm not gonna fucking lie to you. In terms of opposition,
Mhm.
good fucking luck, Straw Hats. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you're probably gonna get some help. I just don't know definitively from who. You know what I'm saying? I just don't know definitively from who, because whoever's here isn't at Mariejois.
Well, we never thought Shanks was at Mariejois.
Now, whoever's here
Mhm.
isn't at Mariejois.
So that would
That's
mean
what I'm saying.
that
Even
would
though-
be possibly
even though
Blackbeard and
we-
the Revolutionaries.
Even though we don't think Shanks is at Mariejois,
Yeah.
I've seen niggas online today. It's probably Shanks and Dragon at Mariejois. I don't think
Why
it's Shanks and
Shanks?
Dragon.
Alright,
I
cool.
don't think it's Shanks and Dragon.
Cool.
You feel me? But what I'm saying is, whoever pulls up to back the Straw Hat beef here isn't at Mariejois. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's the point I'm making here. You feel me? So I'm like, gang, good luck, because this more so slightly more so than any other engagement beforehand really looks stacked against you. Like, don't get me wrong, Warner wasn't looking great either. You feel me? But this is really fucking
Yeah, they've
bad.
won army before. Fishman Island's basically just been that. innit?
I'm
They've won
not. I'm
armies.
not putting Fishman on the fucking same caliber as giant.
I'm
as
just
fucking
saying
Demon
they've had
Giants.
training. The Straw Hats have had training, taking
Demon
on like
Giants.
50,000 man and stuff.
Yeah, nigga,
100,000.
I'm not comparing niggas who like pass out from a nigga looking at them. You know what I'm saying? To fucking
Fangirls.
demonic, like demonic fucking giants. You feel me? I'm like, gang, lock in. Good luck to you niggas. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. When I say, bro, cause Sanji, Zoro, and Luffy, you have your work cut out for you.
That's basically what I'm
Crazy
saying, innit?
work.
Bro, like,
Because the rest of you
crew
niggas
gonna
in
do
periphery,
the Straw Hats, what Straw Hats, bro? It's
I'm
just
like,
them two.
gang,
Plus Loki, if you really want to
wherever
include
the
him.
Facts, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, facts. So I mean, boy, there is that's the help, Loki. You feel me? That's the help, Loki.
Where's
my
Loki's
nigga.
crew?
Man said crew. You know what I'm saying? We know that the nigga was a pirate, I believe. I don't know about crew. You feel me?
Oh,
if
they
it
boomed
turns
everybody.
out,
They boomed everybody.
if
yeah?
it turns out that nigga was a captain at one point, I'm gonna be like, fuck. You feel me? But yeah, I feel like we might have answered the question of who the fuck their help is gonna be. It's been there all along. Okay. Man said help. The shorts are gonna have some help. The help is low-key, nigga. The help is in the room with us. Yeah, nigga.
I mean,
nigga.
yes, obviously, boy, but
nigga.
against everything they face, I don't think they'd need like
Hey.
they'd need like another crew in it, boy, but whatever.
You feel me?
Yeah,
I ain't
man.
gonna
We'll
hold
see.
you.
We'll see. We'll
I'm
see.
not
We'll
gonna
see.
lie.
We'll
I'm
see.
not gonna lie. I do feel like, hey, we may, or you know what I'm saying, if you ain't rolling, I may have hit the hammer. Man said hit the hammer, hit the nail on the head. The help, nigga, the help's been here, nigga. It's low-key. You feel me? The help is low-key. You feel me? Like, now that I think about it, we might not see anybody else pull up. The help for the arc is low-key. You feel me? I'm not gonna lie.
So there's a crew in and of himself, yeah?
Nigga. Bro, have you seen the size of the Don? Bro, don't forget about like the earlier chapters where we saw shit like this nigga picking up the hammer, slapping the tree and lightning strike. I'm like, cuz the help is him. It's just how much help the nigga gonna be, I don't know. You feel me? That we'll have to wait and see. You feel me? Anything else to tack on to the end of the One Piece segment, my dog?
So the debate between Zoro and Sanji, who's stronger?
Laid to rest.
Objectively.
Laid to rest. Objectively. I'm sorry. I'm never gonna lie to you, bro. I'm talking to all three of you in the room here that genuinely believe that Sanji can beat Zoro, or like Sanji was stronger than Zoro. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but this verbatim kind of lets you know the pecking order in regards to the big three.
All right, cool. So final question, and then we'll leave you here.
Of course. What's up?
Do you think there's any forum for Sanji getting Conqueror's Haki?
I feel like he can get Conqueror's Haki, yes.
Right.
But here's my answer to that, right? The statement that Gaban made about Zoro obviously being the one that has Conqueror's Haki, that statement, to me, serves to lay the whole discussion of Zoro v Sanji, like which one is number 2 in the crew, like actually number 2, to rest. You feel me? Like, the nigga's fucking first mate is the one with Conqueror's Haki. You get me? And separately from Conqueror's Haki, I genuinely believe, and I feel like most men would believe, that Zoro is stronger than Sanji. You get me? By how much? Discussion. You feel me? By how much? Discussion. You feel me? And I would never say some shit like it's going to be a clean dub to Zoro. You feel me? But I feel like when the dust is settled, Zoro would take that dub. When you combine that basic fact, in my opinion, if other niggas disagree, fine.
Okay.
You get me? When you combine that basic fact with the fucking statement that, hey, you have Conqueror's Haki, I feel like that definitively lets you know the pecking order.
Not even just you have Conqueror's Haki, you just been unconsciously oozing Conqueror's Haki.
I mean, cool, but like it still sits within the statement.
Like,
you feel me?
yeah.
Still sits within the statement. So I'm like, when I combine the basic fact that from the inception of One Piece, as you have been watching it, you have never really seen anything to kind of let you feel like Sanji is stronger than Zoro. Bro, I challenge any nigga to show me clips. You know what I'm saying? And then when you show me clips, don't talk from your feelings. Let the anime that you are showing me right now,
Or the panels.
confer to me that Sanji is stronger than Zoro. You feel me? So I feel like on an objective level, basic facts, Zoro is stronger than Sanji. If you don't want to argue it that way, there is a fucking reason that Scopper Gaban said, hey, that nigga has fucking Conqueror's Haki. Even though Sanji walked up like, hey, is it me? That nigga has Conqueror's Haki. You feel me? So I feel like definitively, uno, Luffy, dos, Zoro, and tres, Sanji. I feel like and I'm a nigga that likes Sanji. You know what I'm saying? I like black like Sanji. Nigga be kicking the air and shit. That's my dog.
Again,
you know what I'm saying?
when I first heard the story about it, I was like, bro, it's in his name. San.
Like,
San.
Like,
3.
Son, my nigga. Who
Son.
are we arguing? Like, who are you arguing
Son.
with? What are we doing? How is this discussion like been propagated for this long? You feel me? Propelled for this long. I'm like, nigga. I hope the statement made in this chapter, like 1152 by Scopper Gaban, serves to lay that discussion to rest. There ain't nothing wrong with being like number 3 in that particular fucking crew, man.
Well, the reason why I asked, because Scopper Gaban is technically number 3.
Of course. And that's why I'm like, cause the parallels are always there. You get me? I'm like, to you, to me, to any nigga that's like not in their feelings on some weird shit, the parallels are fucking there. You feel me? I'm like, the parallels are there. You get me? So I'm like, gang, there's nothing wrong with being number 3 in a crew like that. Scopper Gaban is number 3 in Roger's crew. And you see, nigga, you see the stepping in like old age. You feel me? So I'm like, cuz there's nothing wrong with being number 3 in the fucking Straw Hats, my nigga. Because as a crew, them niggas are number 1 in all likelihood. You feel me? So you're number 3 in all likelihood, the strongest fucking crew. Come endgame. What's the problem with that?
True.
You feel me?
Fair enough.
So I'm like, gang, I'm sorry. I don't know how else to argue it with a nigga that believes that Sanji is genuinely number 2 in the crew. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not talking on some first mate shit. You feel me? I don't know how to argue it to a nigga who genuinely believes that Sanji's number 2 in the crew, but nigga, between the statement and basic facts of the shit you have been watching, you know the pecking order. Stop lying to yourself, gang. You feel me? Stop lying to yourself, gang.
All
Sorry.
right. Time to call off the copium.
You get me? Like, for real. For real. You get me? Because there ain't shit wrong with it. Ain't shit wrong with it. Sanji, my dog. Sanji, your dog. Sanji, our dog. If I see Sanji, I give that man a firm handshake. You know what I'm saying? But you are number 3 in that particular big 3. You feel me? Ain't shit wrong with it. Ending statement. You get me? Anything else to add on, my dog? Nah? Then, with that, man is going to wrap up the One Piece segment. Next up, Boruto TBV. Okay, so we are back for the second half. We're going to be talking about some Boruto, 2 Blue Vortex. If you're still here with us at this point in the pod, like, comment, subscribe. We appreciate you being here. And I'm going to pass it over to my dog Zero. As you were, please.
All right, so, Boruto 2 Blue Vortex, chapter 23.
What?
Not going to recap the episode this week,
Mm-hmm.
all right? I just want to kind of visit 2 points.
What?
So the first point is, do you think it's time we revisit Fraud Watch?
Yes. 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 All right. Yeah, I do.
You think it's time we revisit Fraud Watch?
I do, yeah.
All right.
I do, yeah.
Why is that?
Because what he pulled up and did in the most recent chapter
Uh-huh.
is awe-inspiring shit. You get me? That nigga was dog-walking everybody else. I'm talking about JURA. Nigga was dog-walking everybody else. The panel itself, this nigga pull up and took an eye. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, cuz, for you to pull up on, not just any Shinju, but JURA, for you to pull up on him like that, so effectively speed blitz the nigga, because you were on him before he realized you were even there.
Yeah.
You get me?
Mm-hmm.
So in terms of speed, clear upgrade. The fact that you pull up on him the way you did clearly shows that your hands are in a fucking better place now. You get me? And these were the primary issues with your portrayal up to now. You get me? Like, your hands in every engagement that we saw just seemed somewhat inefficient, nigga. You get me? Nigga, the last time you and Zoro saw each other, it was momentary. Why? Because that nigga put you gently to sleep. You know what I'm saying?
Left you in a water tank.
Nigga kicked your ass through the water tank. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, gently laid your ass to sleep, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So to me, I ain't gonna lie, if you're a Kawaki fan, you can stand up now. You know what I'm saying? You can stand up, because not only is the nigga's hands in a better place, the nigga spun back on the nigga that kicked him through a water tower. You get me? Nigga got his lick back. I'm like, fine. What you do going forward, different discussion. You get me? But I genuinely don't feel like we're gonna see too much of an ass showing from Kawaki going forward.
I mean, it would be terrible to do that.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, now is his moment to kind of like shine. I
Exactly.
think it's his moment now,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And I'm glad you said it, because like that really is how it comes across.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Boruto had what? Basically 23
Nigga,
chapters.
20 fucking 20
21.
21.
Can you call it 21?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
21.
saying? When you got shot through
22.
the fucking, when you got shot through the chest, loss of aura, I can't lie, fam. You
All
get
right,
me?
20 then.
You get me? When you got
I mean, nah, to be fair, he did just bust Hidari's ass.
Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna shoot my nigga some bail.
Minus one
You know what I'm
aura
saying?
point then.
That's why I'm like, hey, when you got shot through the chest,
Damn.
listen, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Minus aura. You get me?
Minus
but
one aura
you
point.
rapidly got the aura back, because when them niggas took you into the cell, nigga was like, yo, it's big Boruto, nigga. I ain't folding for shit. You feel me? Niggas were interrogating him, man was like, yo,
Mama didn't raid no snitch.
I ain't no bitch. Nigga, it's big Boruto, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I'm leaving, nigga. But yeah, you were saying. Sorry.
So, yes. All right, cool. So, chronicling Kawaki's losses,
What? Yeah.
right? He basically got sunned by Minsky. Sleeper attack, but fine. Sneak attack, sorry, not sleeper attack. Sneak attack, but fine.
I wouldn't really call that like a LL. You know what I'm saying? It was a sneak attack. You feel
It's
me?
still an L. All right.
Right.
Lowercase L then, yeah? Lowercase L.
All right, cool.
Yeah? Then he got bullied by JURA.
Okay.
Like, absolutely bullied by JURA.
Mhm.
But before even that, Boruto bad him up. Like,
Alright,
you understand? Like,
cool.
bro, you haven't even been training.
The thing is this though, right? If I class what Mitsuki did to Sarada as
Kawaki.
fucking hell, bro, man. The raw table, what Mitsuki did to Sarada, thank you, dog. You know what I'm saying? If I class
Sasuke's on your ass, boy.
on your ass, my boy, like Hidari and everything, you feel me? But yeah, if I was to class what Mitsuki did to Kawaki as like a lowercase L, then I have to class the sniper shot through the chest for Boruto as a lowercase L too.
Bro, that's what I said. Minus one aura point, bro.
Alright,
Like,
cool,
you sneak,
cool.
man.
I
Fucking camping bitch. You snot, man.
Alright, unilateral movements, you get me? I like it, you know what I'm saying? Equal, even-handed with it. My bad, go on. My bad.
Yeah. So what was it? It was Mitsuki,
Yeah,
Boruto,
chronicling Kawaki's fights,
Kawaki.
yeah.
You understand? Like, so the L ratio in Two Blue Vortex.
Crazy work.
You understand?
Crazy work.
So Mitsuki, Boruto, then Jura, right? Then Amado,
I swear, bro. I feel
and
like,
now the pull up. So
I
we're
feel
4-1.
I feel like I genuinely feel like Kawaki fans Arthur fist every time they hear that Mitsuki line. I can't lie. I feel like them man genuinely Arthur.
Bet you won't do that shit again. I bet you.
And it's like,
Bet he won't try that shit again.
hey, limit is removed now, nigga. Just, all right.
Oh, Limitless
easy,
Kawaki.
easy.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Easy. My bad.
Fun and jokes aside.
But yeah.
Fun and jokes aside.
To ground the conversation once again, yeah.
I appreciate it, right? Not the biggest Kawaki fan, not gonna lie.
Respect
but
it.
I thought, like, you know, the L's were kind of stacking up a bit too much here.
Mhm.
You understand? To say at least some other people, but we ain't touching that today. Right?
Yeah, nah,
bro. I am gonna forever have venom for that nigga. Yeah,
nah,
you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Anyways,
yeah. Whose name shall not be spoken,
bro.
Yeah.
You understand?
Like Voldemort.
Break my blood pressure out here. Yeah?
Fucking
Cool.
Voldemort, my nigga. But yeah, go on.
Right, but yeah. So at this stage, if Kawaki was taking any more L's, it would be, what's the point? You're not even a worthy rival. At this point.
It was bordering on character assassination. You know what I'm saying?
Like what they do with Code.
Like, you know,
Did you understand? Like what you did with Code.
Bro,
Like,
I already told you, Voldemort, my nigga. You feel me? Voldemort, my nigga. He whose name shall not be spoken. You feel me? He whose name shall not be spoken, bro. The nigga that manhandled you got manhandled by Sarada. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you crazy work, bro. All Ryu, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Ryu manhandled you, and then Sarada manhandled Ryu. You feel me?
Yeah.
Of course, through the way that she did it was a little more than like a manhandling. You get me? Like she had to put
caught man by surprise and like you understand. Like,
put work in. You get me? Work in.
Caught
You get
man
me?
by surprise. You understand?
But
yeah.
regardless, because of these stats, bro, I don't want to hear code anything, bro. I don't want to see a line of code anywhere, bro. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't want to hear anything about code right now. I don't business. You feel me? Like, I'm here for the Kawaki-ness because, like, you are somebody I'm somewhat invested in. You know what I'm saying? As the rival, the actual rival of Boruto. You get me? I don't even know what code represents in the story no more. I have no idea what the nigga, like, bro, what the fuck does he represent in the story anymore? I wouldn't even say he's the tertiary antagonist. Is he?
Is he the secondary?
Kawaki. I mean, I'd say. Like, the primary being...
Well, he's a deuteragonist.
But also, like, nigga, based off how we think the shit's gonna end, he's probably the antagonist. You feel what I'm saying? And through the lens of sealing away fucking Boruto, I said Boruto. Through the lens of sealing away fucking Naruto, alright? And then convincing the world that you're Boruto, like, you're Naruto's son, that is pretty villainous shit. You know what I'm saying? Pretty antagonistic shit. You feel me? So are you a deuteragonist? Yeah, but I'm still gonna call you an antagonist.
Honestly, a fraud is an identity thief as well, bro.
Nigga, crazy crimes stacking up. You know what I'm saying? Crazy crimes. I'm not gonna lie to you. We're gonna have to take this nigga to homie court. You know what I'm
Prompted
saying?
damage, vandalism,
Nigga.
Kidnapping.
Bro, I'm telling you.
Bro,
this nigga,
where's CJ, fam?
When I say cuz,
bro, that nigga that's a case, bro. Where's CJ?
bro, I'm telling you, give it time, nigga. Give it time. I promise you, this nigga Kawaki's gonna be studied in the years to come. In the years to come, that nigga's gonna be studied. You feel me? But yeah, Code, I don't want to hear anything about. And much like you said, I do like the fact that Kawaki is now getting his time to shine. You get me? As the actual rival to Boruto. You feel me? I just don't know how long it will last. Like, do you see him dominating JURA in the next chapter?
Well, it's kind of looking like a 2v1, possibly.
Nah, fight back, nigga. Fight back, nigga.
True, turn man to fight back, mean boy, but it might be a 2v1, but not the one we're expecting, you know? It might be a more momoshiki and JURA versus Kawaki. It could be that too.
Nice way to like run around to that point. I did want to touch on it. You know what I'm saying? Based off how the last chapter ended, I'm not gonna lie.
Well,
how confident are you that Boruto can keep like Momoshiki at bay with Kawaki right next to him using his karma?
But all right, cool. When you say at bay, what do you mean?
Like whatever the fuck you've been doing to not have the nigga.
You just hasn't used the Kawaki. You just hasn't used the karma mark.
I mean,
the last time. So the mark is no. So that's why I asked, because what he said is, when he activated the last time, I think that was during the fight with like Code, he felt like he was dying. Yeah, so I think that the last time he activated was when Sasuke got sealed, so right around that time there.
Yeah.
Right? He felt like he was dying. Right? Momoshiki was taking over.
Was there not an instance of Kawaki activating his
Yeah.
karma and then Boruto dipped?
Boruto dipped to like
Yeah, yeah,
deactivate the
because of
karma.
it,
You
yeah.
understand? So I'm like,
So that's what I mean.
what Momoshiki does,
Yeah.
we have no fucking idea.
No, I know that.
You
I know
understand?
that,
Like,
but that's why I'm asking.
no
like,
idea. So
it's
he's just gonna
because of
come
that-
on man's
it's
ear
because of
again.
that- It's because of the
Actually, no,
instance
but
of
he can still manifest. So yeah, no.
it's because of the instance of like the fucking karma resonance causing Boruto to fucking dip, right? That's kind of why like I'm asking the question.
No,
Because
I
seemingly-
get that.
Yeah, okay.
I get that. So
Okay.
that's why I'm trying to say that we have no real idea what the fuck happens there because
Mm-hmm.
he said he felt like he was dying and clearly he deactivated then as well. You understand? So he never went all out, never used
Yeah,
the
no,
karma.
he didn't.
You understand? So what happens when you use the karma? It's hard to say. Like,
Boy, but
does
this is-
Momoshiki just instantly
But
come
this is
out?
my thing. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's implied that simply like being in resonance range of Kawaki while he activates his karma is problematic enough to get Momoshiki to fucking take over. You know what I'm saying?
Cool.
I feel
and
like
I think here's the point. Here's the point I'm trying to
Yeah,
think. You
yeah.
understand? Boruto don't like using the fucking thing.
Of course.
You understand? Like he hasn't used it.
Yeah,
Him
no.
being there is going to make it manifest, and he's in no shape to go anywhere
And
this time.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
So I'm
I know.
like-
That's what I'm saying. But
Yeah.
what I'm trying to say is like we have no idea what happens when it actually manifests. He could activate it.
I mean, you wouldn't say it was
Boruto gets the
Borushiki?
buff.
You wouldn't say it was Borushiki?
What?
Like that. You know Borushiki that took Sasuke's eye.
Yeah.
You wouldn't say that was like fucking Momoshiki possession. But like imagine that 3 years later now though. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
So-
no, that's problematic on a whole different scale. Boruto's a different beast from when Boroshiki's manifest.
and that's why
So
I'm
again,
like, yeah.
not what I'm saying.
Right,
what
okay,
I'm
cool.
saying is
My
we
bad,
don't know what happened because Boruto never activated the fucking thing. He started it with Sasuke. What I'm saying is he's never actually
Yeah, he's never
done it.
actually like
He's
he's
never
never actually
actually-
like fully like let it be
exactly. He's
yeah.
never actually activated, so we don't know. It could just be he feels like Momoshiki's taking over, but he actually retains control. We don't know. You understand? Like he just doesn't like the feeling at the present. So Kawaki could activate it. Nothing happens. Boruto gets the karma marking on him, right? Momoshiki doesn't do anything in that instance, and then like, pops up again to kind of like whisper in Boruto's ear later on down the line, whatever.
Yeah.
Or it could be as you're suspecting. I think most people are suspecting because Boruto's in a weakened state. The minute that thing activates, Borushiki has a chance to take over. You understand?
Yeah,
so I think
yeah,
that's
yeah.
more what you're driving at.
yeah.
You understand? I understand that. I'm like, that's what I'm saying. We really have no idea simply because Boruto himself hasn't done it. He just got the feeling and turned it off.
I mean, well, in the absence of seeing anything, I mean, evidently since TBV started, in the absence of
But he
seeing
would know
anything-
best, didn't he? Like he knows his
Facts.
body best. And so man's like,
Facts.
bro, I feel
You
like
know
he's
what I'm
taking over. Don't do it.
Yeah, don't do it. You feel me? And again, I agree with Boruto's lane of thinking there. You get me? So like, don't get me wrong. In the absence of seeing anything Momoshiki related up to now, though, you know what I'm saying? When it happens, if it happens, what do you think is going to be the end result? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you think is going to happen? Do you think it's going to be a Boruto that's in control of the karma, or do you think it's going to be more of a Borushiki situation?
I think it's what.
Based off the current scenario.
Based
as
off the current scenario, it's not quite a Borushiki situation, but it could be. Boruto's not unconscious for one, and he's not really out of chakra. He's just heavily damaged. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, one could make the argument that it's damn near parallel. You know what I'm saying? Being heavily damaged is damn near parallel to being out of chakra. You get me? Like either situation is not a great one to be in. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
But yeah, go on.
Sure.
Yeah.
So, which one's more likely? Possibly the Borushiki one. Again, just based off the fact that Boruto is damaged at the moment. You know what I'm saying? So that's possibly the more likely one. Would I like to see that necessarily? Probably not.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't feel like whether or not we like whether or not we want to see it or not. I feel like any possession of Boruto that we see is just gonna result in like another Borushiki instance. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's what it's gonna manifest as, because that's why you've kept Momoshiki at the story for so long. You know what I'm saying? Like to kind of constantly make people question like, when is the next time we're actually gonna see that?
Yeah, I know.
You feel me?
But
So I feel like that is what we're gonna get. You get me? I feel like that is.
Will
what
he
we're gonna
manifest?
Get.
Will he not? Will he
However,
not? Will he manifest? Will he not?
I do also see Boruto getting the upgrade. You know what I'm saying? Quotation marks, the upgrade that allows him to actually fully use fucking karma in tandem with fucking whatever Momoshiki is doing. You know what I'm
Or
saying?
maybe you just don't need to use the fucking full fucking karma. Just use the level 1 version. The one that gives you the thing around your eye. Actually, they both.
But that's what I'm saying. I feel like
I'm just talking about the one you see at the beginning.
Yeah.
Just maybe use that
But
one, and then you
that's
don't
what
have
I'm
to.
saying.
You don't
I
have
feel
to
like-
worry about him.
I feel like nowadays though, I feel like the reason he doesn't want to use karma full stop is because any use of it just heightens the fucking odds of Momoshiki taking over
Sure.
to levels that he's uncomfortable with. You get me? I don't know what the fuck transpired properly in that 3 years, but whatever it is, has this nigga terrified at the possibility of Momoshiki taking over again.
I think you have to revisit
what I mean?
the chapter where when he explained what happened in it. But if him dying is one aspect of it, and then obviously you know what Momoshiki gets up to when he's about. You understand? Bro's probably still traumatized that Sasuke lost his eye with his own hand.
Yeah.
You understand?
You feel me?
So it's likely a combination of the feeling of dying, right? And the fact that a Momoshiki in his body, and probably with full knowledge that, yo, he can use every technique I can use. A Momoshiki flying Raijin, problematic.
To an extremely high degree.
You understand?
What I'm saying?
Problematic.
And that nigga will have actually no qualms with killing everybody I love. You feel me? So I'm like, that's why I feel like any portrayal of a like a karma using Boruto that we get in TVV will probably be the Borushiki variant until later on when he learns to properly master it, which is gonna happen.
Okay, so basically his tail beast then, yeah?
My nigga, the parallel's already there. Come on, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, the parallel's
well, I mean,
already,
yeah, but like, you know what Naruto used to like go
yeah,
that kind of thing,
yeah, but like the exact parallel I'm talking about. You feel me? The exact parallel. So right now, the frenzied upgrade, we'll call it, you know what I'm saying, would be the Borushiki variant, you know what I'm saying? And then at some point he will, through some form or function, learn how to master the karma and either subdue Momoshiki or treading fucking Naruto grounds here, befriending Momoshiki.
I don't see him befriending Momoshiki.
Of course not.
Anyway,
course not. Stay with me.
Hey,
stay with
I've
me.
been wrong.
You know what I'm saying?
I've been wrong before.
Hey, no, stay with me. Stay with me. The nigga, like, the way that you've written Momoshiki and their relationship, it makes no sense for, like, at the end of it, it's like a Naruto Kurama one. You feel me? If you're going to have this nigga's power at your disposal, you need to subdue him. You feel me? That's the way I see it.
Less Naruto Kurama, more Hollow Ichigo and Odichi.
Perfect fucking parallel. Perfect parallel. You know what I'm saying? Less Naruto Kurama, brother shit. You know what I'm saying? Common ground shit, and more Ichigo and fucking Hollow Ichigo. You know what I'm saying? King and the horse situation. Feel me? If you ever allow, that is perhaps the best fucking parallel for Boruto and Momoshiki that I've heard. I'm not gonna lie to you. Boruto and Momoshiki, Ichigo and fucking Hollow Ichigo. King and the horse situation. Got, like, anybody that's listening, go back and listen to that speech. You know what I'm saying? If you ever, like, so this is Hollow Ichigo saying this to Ichigo. If you ever allow yourself to become weak enough that I become the king, I'm going to drag you down and crush your skull. You know what I'm saying?
Which is basically what Momoshiki's promising.
Which is the exact same. I'm like, nigga, fire fucking parallel. I ain't gonna hold niggas. You know what I'm saying? Fire parallel. But yeah, I feel like that succinctly puts it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that succinctly puts it. I don't really have anything else to add to the Boruto discussion unless you did. You feel me?
No, not so much. I mean, just briefly, if you can in, like, say a minute, would you say that a karma wielding Boruto at present could take on Naruto?
Ooh, as in current day
as
Naruto.
Current day Naruto.
Sans Kurama.
Huh?
Sans Kurama. And by Sans,
Alright.
I mean, you know what I mean by Sans, but by Sans,
Sans Baryon mode.
Do I think a karma? So when you say karma, so like a Boruto that's in tandem with karma, so not being possessed by Momoshiki.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Alright, cool. So like in the way you see Kawaki use it, and you know the buffs that come along with that. So apply that to Boruto. Do you think he could take on Naruto now?
No.
Still not strong enough.
Because it's not even purely a discussion of just strength. You know what I'm saying? Or who can destroy more shit. You know what I'm saying? It's more of a discussion of, nigga, my hands look way different to yours. Like, never sleep. I promise you. Like, me and a lot of people do it online. If you go back and watch instances of Naruto hand swapping, even in Shippuden when he's a teenager, that nigga's nice. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Nice. And obviously, that experience comes with me into my adulthood. On top of my understanding of fucking chakra and ninjutsu. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, it's all of those aspects, the years of battle acumen that I have that you don't, that would bridge the gap between me being successful in that fight.
But here's the other thing. The karma is that. It's the years of the Otsutsuki's battle acumen being provided to the karma wielder.
And heard. You feel me? And heard. But here's the thing, right? That's being done, but do you think Boruto's hands themselves can actually beat Naruto in his adulthood? I don't think so. You get me? Like, that's what I'm saying. I'm like,
all right, cool.
You both have acumen. You know what I'm saying? You both have acumen. And that's actually a good point to bring up. But I've still seen niggas who are using karma lose hand fucking engagements. You feel me?
Yeah.
So
I mean,
like,
in a 2v1, you kind of get jumped. You're getting jumped by Naruto and Sasuke, your hands aren't going to work too great.
When Boruto was possessed by fucking Momoshiki and him and Kawaki were fighting, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was still in play. You get me? And Kawaki lost the fucking hand swapping. You feel me? And then Boruto lost the hand swapping after that. You get me? So I'm like, it's not a perfect 1-to-1, but I do believe Naruto would edge out that victory.
Yeah.
You get me? Like, current TBV blow on Boruto using karma though.
Yeah.
Current. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
If later down the line his understanding and mastery of karma like increases, we may need to add Baryon mode into the discussion again and then revisit it. You feel me?
Cool.
You feel me? I feel like that's fair though. You feel me? Because I am not gonna have niggas just dog walk my dog. You feel me? Like I feel like that's fair. You get me?
I don't like the glass cannon, but fine.
But yeah, I feel like that's all we have to say about Boruto this time around.
Yes, sir.
Obviously, it has been KTT episode 38. I have been Drift.
It's your boy Zero.
And we'll catch you in the next one. Love.